We're about to set off on a 100-mile journey in a toy car and a toy motorcycle going to Disney World. Jaydin's gonna be on the motorcycle and I'm gonna be in the toy Porsche. I'm packing it up now, but we have so much stuff because nothing fits on the motorcycle, so everything has to fit in the Porsche with me. And it's a toy, so it's not very big. Today's required an insane amount of logistics to make it possible for us to even get to this point, so I'm gonna flash to earlier today right now. Okay, so things aren't exactly going great. The cookie shop that I used to own in Tampa is close to crumbling like an overbaked chocolate chip. So naturally, the only logical solution is to deliver this giant cookie to Mickey Mouse at Disney World. And he's ready to go. Now, we're not really sure how many days it's gonna take to get to Disney World, so we're not just gonna take a normal cookie. We're also gonna take a cookie dough ball inside a cooler so that we can make it there if we need to. We need backups, okay? We need backups. So now we're gonna bring just one cookie dough ball. The cookie's gigantic, so you better believe that the scoop is gigantic. We're sealing up the cookie dough ball and we are on the road. Cookie dough ball is going inside the cooler for a 100-mile journey. But here's the twist. I'm doing this in a blue toy Porsche. Yes, the same car that somehow survived over 600 miles in our last toy car adventure. The red car from that trip, rest in pieces, literally. We had to tow the red car to the storage unit with a go-kart because, well, it's officially retired. You served us well, buddy. The red car isn't working at all, so we're having to tow it to a storage unit. We're only gonna be able to use the blue car if it works, and a mini motorcycle that Jaydin's gonna be on. We have to tow this thing 3 miles like this. I'm sure it hurts Jaydin's hands. Tow is hooked onto the back of this go-kart, and the rest is hooked onto his hand. And now it's here, forever. Goodbye, old friend. Meanwhile, the blue car, she's barely holding it together. At first, I thought the car was dead. Turns out, I just forgot the batteries. But I'm not doing this alone. Jaydin, who is a total stranger just 2 months ago, but now is a great friend, is joining me on this mission. He's riding this, a toy motorcycle that we've never used before. Jaydin's trying to ride it for the first time. Oh my God. My God, your legs. They look so funny. 100 miles, baby, to Disney. It's fresh out of the box. It was recommended by Freddo Toys, the same awesome company that makes these toy Porsches. So if it breaks down, at least we know who to call. So now we've got a half-broken toy car, a brand new toy motorcycle, a massive cookie, some backup dough, and absolutely no idea how any of this will work. What could possibly go wrong? The vehicles are loaded, the cookie's packed, and somehow this is actually happening. All right, let's hit the road and see if Mickey's ready for the world's most ridiculous delivery service. Buckle up. Oh wait, it's a toy car, so there's no seatbelts. Let's go anyway. All right, everything's packed in. I have no idea how I'm supposed to fit in here. I'm supposed to fit right here, so I think this stuff is just gonna have to go on my lap. But we gotta go. You're losing daylight. Fun fact about the cookie dough ball before we get on the road. I have to put it in this wet bag because this cooler actually doesn't hold in the ice. So if I don't put it in the wet bag, then the entire toy car will flood out. So it's in the wet bag, and then all I have to do is not accidentally tip it, or I will literally be soaking wet. Okay. The reverse isn't working, so we can only go forward. So I have to reverse it a little so I can go forward. We're gonna try to fix the reverse tonight. We don't have time right now.
Oh,
yes!
thank goodness.
Goodbye, Cookie Butchers, and hello, open sidewalk, baby. I'm not gonna lie, I've been on the road for 2 seconds and everything's already jostling around and falling everywhere. This car is more packed than it's ever been, ever. Because for anyone who's followed in the past, me and Lauren took these cars 500 miles from Jacksonville to Key West in a world record attempt. All of her stuff fit in her car and all my stuff fit in my car. This time, everything has to fit in my car, so it's a little sketchy in here. We might lose some stuff. I missed the turn right over there. So the toy car does not reverse. Our plan was to fix it today, but we didn't have time to. So now if we want to reverse, we either have to push it backward or we have to make a whole loop. We're gonna push it backward. All right, pushed it. Now the question is, will it still go straight? Anytime you turn it off and back on, there's no guarantees it'll work again. All right, it's working, it's working. It turned on. All right, we can't miss any more turns tonight. It's not allowed, because that was rough. Cars are passing us. We are in the bike lane in a residential neighborhood. All right, so there's a tree up there in the sidewalk, so I think we have to go around. There's the tree that was in the way. All right, we're back on the sidewalk, baby. My God, there's so many twigs. It's so bumpy. I'm so worried it's gonna make my car turn off. Oh God, somebody stuck a little in the car. All right, wait, we gotta stop. All right, we stopped because we have a problem. The car will not fit on the sidewalk over this bridge, so I have to go on the bike lane, which is here, in with all of the other vehicles. And I'm not very fast. And there's a lot of people on this road right now. For some reason, it's like really busy. So I'm just gonna have to go as fast as I can. And first things first, my car doesn't back up, so we do have to push it back so that I can even get onto the road in the first place. right, so we're waiting for the opportune moment to go. But since there's so much stuff in my car, I can't like reach the radio. So when I turn the car back on, it just starts playing these random songs. And I can't get it to stop.
Usually just makes this like 20 times more intense right now.
The cars are being patient, they're not honking. And the music is making this way more intense than it has to be. All right, so sidewalk completely ended on this side. Like it just stopped out of nowhere. But there's still one on the other side. So we're gonna have to backtrack and go over there so that we can keep going straight without having to go on this road. We do not want to be on this road right now. We're just waiting for the opportune moment to be able to cross. We're back on the open sidewalk, baby. All right, so 2 pieces of bad news. The first one is my car just came to a complete stop because it got stuck on like twigs and stuff. So I'm gonna have to turn it off, push it, and then hope it turns back on. Second piece of bad news is Jaydin just screamed out to me while I was driving that his battery is going down and it's going down fast.
Okay, so this is what my battery is currently at. But while I'm driving, it actually changes. It's a bit of a variable battery because as I use more power, there's less power in the battery. So it's actually lower than it seems because it needs power to be ran. And we're only about halfway there right now and less than half of battery. So will we make it or not? I'm not too sure about that.
We have to be careful not to jostle it around too much or the car may not start after this. Anytime you jostle the car too much, it just stops working. Moment of truth, does it turn on? Music. Or does it move? Yes!
Nice.
All right, so we pulled over. Number 1, because the sidewalk just randomly ended. Everything was going fine, and suddenly it was just grass. And then after we stopped, Jaydin goes, Cass, my motorcycle's going really slow, which means it's gonna die any moment now. And we are about at the halfway point. It could take hours to charge. We have absolutely no idea. We've never charged it before. So the plan is, I found a place 0.6 miles away. It's a chicken wing shop. We're gonna eat, we're gonna charge up, and hopefully it charges fast. We might get stuck there for hours. Let's go though, and let's find a sidewalk. It's gonna be 0.6 miles, baby. Let's hope this motorcycle can make it. All right, I don't think I make it past this pole, so I'm gonna have to go in the bike lane. Hate that, but only for a second. Of course, he can get in and out of anything. There's some benefits to a tiny motorcycle. That's one of them.
Yeah, it's not battery.
Social media and sleepless nights. Final call for the deadline flight.
Jaydin keeps falling way behind because the motorcycle is barely moving. He might end up needing a tow. We're getting close.
Very fast.
Ah, thanks.
I broke past y'all all the way back there.
Really? Thank you, we're trying. Yeah, it's gonna be a last minute call if Jaydin needs a tow. We're hoping he doesn't. We are almost at the food place. It just gotta make it a little bit longer. But as you guys know, sometimes you die really close to where you're trying to get to in these things. His vehicle is moving so slow, he got stuck on the other side of the crosswalk because his vehicle could not make it across fast enough. So now we're waiting for him to get over here. All right, there he comes. All right, I almost slammed to that pole, but then Jaydin helped me and pulled me backwards. So we're back on the road. Made a little bit of a wrong turn, but we're almost there. We made it! I have never seen a restaurant that has literally 0 outlets. They don't have an outlet on any wall anywhere. So we're gonna have to go to Taco Bell, and that's like 2 blocks away. Jaydin's gonna have to push his motorcycle. All right, I tried really hard to get tacos, but now the sidewalk ended again, so we gotta go back over here. I really hope we can fix the reverse by tomorrow. This is a pain in the butt. The cooler is leaking everywhere. Everything's leaking. We made it to the Taco Bell, baby! And Jaydin has one little bit of juice left for some reason. It started working again. All right, so we made it to Taco Bell, but I do want to put my car in incognito mode, so I'm gonna put the rain cover on it so no one messes with it or steals any of our stuff while we're in there. And we're also gonna sit at a table right by the door. I just walked inside and there's the perfect outlet, assuming it works, for Jaydin's mini motorcycle. All right, Jaydin's seeing if the outlet works. Fingers crossed. Is it charging? No. First outlet was a no-go. It did not work. So he's trying the only other outlet that we see in this place. Fingers crossed. He's over there trying it now. Does it work? It works? Yes! All right, mini bike is charging, baby. Hopefully that doesn't take so long, but at least we are starving. Update, the food was delicious, and I am exhausted. Jane's over here yawning too. Are you tired?
I could sleep.
I think we're both like a little bit tired. We just gathered all the stats on how far we went so far, how far left we have to go tonight, and how far the motorcycle will go on a charge. And I'm not gonna lie, the stats are not looking good. We've been driving for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and it was about 5.8 miles. Before we started the challenge today, we did have to move the motorcycle around, so we added another 2 miles for all the time we spent driving it before we even started the series. So the range on the motorcycle is, drum roll please, only 7.8 miles. That's horrible. We still have 6.5 miles left tonight, so for the motorcycle to make it, it basically needs a full charge. Issue is, we just found out there's 2 18-volt batteries in it, so a full charge would be about 6 hours sitting in this Taco Bell. I don't think we have that in us. So what we're gonna do is at some point, we're gonna pull the plug. We haven't actually decided when. And when we pull the plug, we're gonna go, and we're gonna see when it dies. And when it dies, we're gonna hope that the Porsche is working, and I'm gonna try to tow Jaden with a rope. So far, it's been charging for only about 50 minutes. It's not looking good. I'm about to put my head down on this table and take a nap, or unplug it and just pray. I don't know yet which one. I'll see you guys shortly. All right, so we're ready to get back on the road. We let it charge for about an hour and a half out of the 6 hours that it's supposed to charge, so it's definitely not gonna make it tonight. But we are so tired, I literally fell asleep on the table in there. I put my head down and I just conked out. Not gonna lie though, I still feel extremely tired, but it is what it is. We're gonna have to tow tonight for sure. Let's hope my extremely unreliable Porsche toy car is reliable tonight so we can tow the motorcycle. Bye Taco Bell, thank you. We're back on the road, baby. All right, the motorcycle is still running, baby. It's only been like a mile, but it's working. And the Porsche, by some amazing miracle, is still working too. We're about 5 miles from our Airbnb for the night. I feel my toy car battery's dying now. We're still moving, but we're not moving very fast. We only have maybe 4 miles left until we hit the hotel tonight, so it's a good time to swap the batteries. Plus, anytime that we don't swap the batteries out, like before it's like at death point, it always ends up happening in a sketchy area, and then we have to swap the batteries like in an area we don't really want to, so I might as well do it now where the area doesn't look so bad. Oh, side note, we want to get spare batteries for Jaden's motorcycle. The issue is that right now we don't know how to take the batteries out of his motorcycle. They're just kind of stuck in there. We're working with the toy car company, Fred Out Toys, to help us figure that out. So fingers crossed we have a solution soon. But for now, given the situation, he can only have 1 set of batteries and they don't last long. But for now, let's do my battery swap. All right, so unfortunately the batteries are stored under all of this stuff because they're pretty heavy. So basically everything has to come out for us to get to the batteries. All right, fresh batteries are in, baby. So the sidewalk ended, so we're gonna try to lift it and put it in the road. That being said, I've tried that with Lauren before and it didn't go well, so I think we're gonna have to back it up, but we're gonna try. All right. All right, we got it down just barely. It was very heavy, but we're getting back on the road. So Jaden pulled up behind me and basically was like, yeah, you keep dropping things and I've been collecting them. So he's just been collecting like Mickey Mouse ears behind me and just random things in my vehicle. I don't know how they're falling out, but probably because it's pretty overstuffed. All right, so Jaden's mini motorcycle is dying and it's dying fast. So I think we're gonna start towing now. It's better to tow when there's still a little bit of juice left in it. And he's barely moving. He's like at a snail pace over there. So it means it's gonna die soon anyway. So it's towing time. Issue with towing time is it hurts your hands. All right, so we're all hooked up. We're not sure if this is gonna work. We've never tied this to the seat before, but it's tied up to his motorcycle. Yeah, don't fall. I'm a little nervous. The instability of your mini motorcycle at being towed. Fingers crossed this works.
This is delightful, actually.
All right, we're towing, baby, and so far so good. I can't believe it's working. And he can still brake and steer back there. I just have to not slam on my brakes so he doesn't go slamming into me. Right now it's 10:20 p.m. I really hope we can make it to the Airbnb by 11 p.m. That's just my dream. That's just my wish right now, but we'll see. We'll see. Guys, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's skyscrapers in the distance, which means we're getting close to downtown Tampa, baby. So our finish line is for the night. Guys, we're almost at the Tampa Riverwalk, which means no longer will we have to be with cars, stoplights, or anything. So the last 1.9 miles should go really fast, which is so exciting. We're booking it to the Airbnb, baby. 1.9 miles. And it's gonna be a beautiful view on the way. Oh, yeah. Jaden just got a flat tire. What happened was the tow rope kind of got like jumbled in there, and then I don't know how, but somehow flattened the tire. I'm not really sure the logistics behind it, but I know that it happened, and now we have a problem, and we need a solution.
It's not a good situation right now.
Now, the one positive behind the situation is that we are half a mile away from the Airbnb. I wouldn't say that's close, but it definitely could have been worse. All right, so we decided, since there's not much weight on the motorcycle with just Jaden on it, that we're gonna continue to tow and see how it goes even with the flat tire. And then when we get to the Airbnb, we'll come up with solutions for tomorrow.
Fingers crossed this goes well.
All right, we are going, baby. Fingers crossed on this one. With the tire being flat, apparently he has absolutely no steering, we just found out. So we're gonna try something else. He's gonna throw the mini motorcycle up on here because there's not enough stuff in this car. You know, we need more stuff. I'm gonna try to hold it in and drive, and then he's gonna run for a quarter of a mile, and then we're gonna swap, and then I'll run a quarter of a mile to make it fair, since we are a team, and that's what team members do, is we each take half of the pain. So that's the plan. Let's see if it fits with me and everything else that's already in here. I'm not gonna be able to record that much of this trip because I have one hand on the motorbike holding it in and one bike steering. So I'm not gonna be able to give you guys that many updates. I'll update you guys when we get to the Airbnb.
Jaden took off his sweater because he's getting hot with the running. Well, we're getting today.
Yeah.
All right, we switch now. Jaden is driving. He does fit in the seat
It's a little
somehow.
tight, yeah.
But that's the only job is to keep this motorcycle in. Don't let it fall out. I'm running now, baby.
You know, it's crazy because I thought today was gonna be an easy day. Like, out of all the days on this challenge, this is like one of the shortest days by far. And I'm like, we're gonna get there in like 2 seconds. And here we are, 7 hours later after we started today. With every 2 seconds, the situation just keeps changing.
We made it, but he's trying, there's no reverse, so he's trying to like just roll backward for a sec to make it on the sidewalk. But this is the place. If we can just get the car over here, that would be great. We had to have one more problem of the night, of course.
We made it, baby. So after plugging all the batteries last night, I passed out. This is actually the next morning. I'm about to start today's day 2 vlog. I also put the cookie dough in the fridge. So I did that right before passing out, so things are secure. There's an insane amount going on right now, but you'll find out about that in day 2. Thank you for everyone who's been supporting and getting the merch. We are back to having the toy car merch, guys, which was sold out for a very long time. So for you guys who are wearing it right now, and I got it from the last series, I hope you absolutely love it. And for anyone who gets it now, you'll be twinning us during the toy car series. And as usual, a piece of the merch always goes toward helping save animals and supporting these challenges. All right, guys, update you guys for day 2.